7th of July, Rabbi Levitt. Gemora.
Okay, good morning again.
Good morning, Rabbi.
Okay.
Ah,
I didn't see Phil yet.
I haven't heard from him one way or the other.
And here's Roy has two entries over here. We'll try. Oh, here comes Phil. Baruch Hashem.
Okay, I'm coming too. I'll take this entry and I'll turn the other one off because I don't know if it's going to work or not. Probably end up.
Okay, good morning, Phil.
Good morning.
Okay, we are ready to go with Bava Metzia. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the Intim Silomar. This will be the Tim Silomar Tokfa Echad Bifanenu.
Thanks, Lou.
You're welcome. I'm glad it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Intim Silomar Tokfa Echad Bifanenu on the bottom of Dav Vav Amid Aleph.
I think I see it.
Okay. If you see it, then go for it. Lou.
You see it? Read it. Okay. Intim Salomar, Tikafa Echad Bifanenu. If you want, say, he snatched it before us. He grabbed the cloak in front of the Beis Din.
Right.
Ein motzi'in osa miado. We do not take it out from his hand, from his possession. Hikdisha below tikapa mahu. If he consecrated it without snatching it, what is the law? So if he grabs it, he gets it, I guess. We don't take it from him. But if he
Right.
did grab it, but instead he consecrated it, does the consecration work or not?
Right.
I've got a different translation and I've got it different. Maybe I'm the wrong place then.
I didn't read
Oh, I
it.
see. There.
I
Sorry,
did it myself.
there are two
We start on
translations.
684, and we read the paragraph, the second paragraph on the left that started assuming.
Right,
That's what-
thanks. Yeah, I've got the wrong paragraph. I had the one before it.
I see.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So should I go weiter, or do you want to read Rashi?
Is there a Rashi on this? I don't see. Okay, we did down to the bottom of the page. Okay, there are only a few words. There's an intituloma down about, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines up. Okay, so let's see if that's the right intituloma, because there's so many intitulomas. That says Sheikh al Tano leave show to explain his question. The Motzino that he takes it from his hand, the Yachloko, and then they divide it. And then it says Hekdishu, which means he consecrates it below without taking it. Einu Mekadesh, it's not consecrated. Delo Alim it's not goes on him, the Hakdisha, the consecration may have with the attack. Then it says Ho Bahalo, that if he didn't grab it, then he can't consecrate it. I'm not sure which of any of those connect to the one we're doing.
Okay, so the
Oh,
Tim Silomar is, if you want, we could answer in regard to our question to resolve the question of the Motzino so miyodo biachloiku. That's actually the first intim. That's the intim saloma before the one that Lou just read. Because that one reads, somebody snatched it away from the other one. In that intim saloma, we said motzino somiyodo. We take it away from the snatcher. And Rashi says we take it away from him, and then we would say achloku. So in that case, if that's what we would do, if he grabbed it away, grabbing away would not help him to acquire it. So the hektish, if he would dedicate it, Eino Mikudeshes, it's not going to be effective, the hektish. And Rashi says, though, Delo Olim Hakdisha may tukfa. Because Rashi tells us a yesod over here that the act of hektish is not alim, it's not stronger, it's not any stronger than the act of grabbing it away. So if the act of grabbing it away did not avail the grabber of the talus, then all the more so the hektish, would be ineffective if instead of grabbing it, he declared it hektish. The hektish would be ineffective. So Rashi's telling us the yesod that the hektish is not stronger than the grabbing in Besdin's evaluation of what it means in terms of who's the owner. Okay, but now let's go. So in other words, as far as the Imtim Salomer that Lou read, the Imtim Salomer that Lou read is starting from the opposite direction, because it says that if we say, on the other hand, not like we said in the previous Imtim Salomer, it's Imtim Salomer Tokfu Echad B'fanenu, if one snatched it away from the other one in front of us, in front of the Bezdin, Ein Motzino Sumiyado, we would not take it away from him, meaning to say that this that he grabbed it and this that the other person was initially silent, even if thereafter he raised a protest to the fact that the person grabbed it. If we would say, we're not saying that's the din, but if we would say that the din would be that would indicate to us that the one that grabbed it is the owner, because of the reaction of the one that it was grabbed away from, that he was initially silent, and therefore we would not take it away from the one that grabbed it. If we would say that would be the what the Bezdin should do, so then we have a question. In other words, so we see therefore that tukfa is effective. We see that it's effective in the case where the other person that it was grabbed from was initially silent. If we say that, then what should we say about the case of the hektish? If instead of grabbing it, he was makdish it, would that hektish be effective? Are we going to say that the hektish would have equal power to the snatcher? Rashi says it's not any stronger. Okay, so, but if we would say that the snatching, the grabbing did result in the Bezdin not taken away, so what would we say in the case of the hektish? That then we have a question. In the first Imtim Salomer, when we said that we would even take it away from the snatcher, so then of course we're going to say that the hektish that he would do would be ineffective. But now we're saying if his snatching would be effective, so then now we have a question by the hektish. Would we say the hektish would also be effective, or would we say not? Let's read the Gemora and see what the two studying that the Gemora has in the case of hektish. So we're up to the words Kaven de Amar Mar. Now, this word Kaven is the last word on the fourth line from the bottom of the page of the Gemora. We're in the Gemora now, and we're reading what are the two sides that the Gemora has to say in the case of hektish. So we started off with the first side is Kavan. Roy, you see the place?
Yes.
Please read.
Kevin as we say, since the master has taught that Amiroso,
So,
because Livora, Bim, Bim Siroso, the Hediot, domain, since one's declaration consecrate an object to the holy domain is as effective as a transaction as one's handing it over to a private person. If one's declaration consecrating an object to a holy domain is as effective as translating to one's transaction as one's handing it over to a private person, command this kafar domain, were one of the litigants to declare the cloak sacred, it is the same as if he snatched it. Or Dilma, or perhaps we say hashta mesmea ha lo tikapa. Now, that is, when he declared the cloak sacred, since he has not seized it, it is not in his possession, and therefore the following teaching applies. Uvaseva, v'im, v'ish, ki yikrosh, es, beso, kodesh, etc. It is written, if a man consecrates his house to be holy, etc. With regard to consecration, the Torah specifically mentions person's house to teach ma beso b'shoso, that just as his house is in his possession, afkol b'shoso, so too anything that is to be consecrated must be in his possession. The apoke a dila rashuso must be in his possession, to the exclusion of a case such as this, where the object to be consecrated, that's the cloak, is not in his possession. Just
okay.
as else is in possession, so to anything that must be. Right.
All right. So, okay, I don't know if you realize that this is a very complicated question that Gemora is asking over here. And not too much help from Rashi over here, unless he's got something on the next page. No. Wow. Okay. He's pretty silent over here. So we're going to be okay. So let's start. We have two perspectives over here to explain. Over here, so let's explain the second one first, because the second one I think is easier to understand, and after we get that one, we'll see what the first perspective is. The second perspective says, "O Dilma hashtami halo takfa." The question over here is, when he makes the hektish, this person of the talus, he doesn't have total possession of this talus. He has partial what do you call it, holding on to the talus, but not total. So since he doesn't have really the possession of the talus, in full, the second side says his hektish will be ineffective, and it brings a support from that from the pasuk Ish ki yakdish es beiso kodesh lashem, a person who dedicates his house and makes it holy to Hashem, that it's dedicated to be for Hashem. So he's made a hektish, and we see that simply with his statement of saying those words that his house should be hektish to Hashem, it effectively transfers it to hektish, and it's now the property of hektish, without any need for any other formal kinyan or means of acquisition. So it's a form of acquisition. So in a certain sense, it's like he grabbed it, because we see, according to this in Tim Salomar, that if he would grab it, it would be an effective way to grant him acquisition, because the Beis Din won't take it away from him at that point. And that's really the first side. The first side says that it's like grabbing. So if so, then just like the grabbing is effective, so to the hektish will be effective too, to make the talus consecrated, the whole talus. It's like when he says this talus should be hektish, it's like he grabbed the talus and made off with it. That's what his words amount to. So that's why the first side says it'll be effective, because it's equally effective, just like if he would have grabbed it away. But the second side says, but there's a technical something holding him back over here, because a hektish, in order for it to be effective, it's true, you don't need any other formal type of a kinyan, but you do need to have the item in your possession, just like his house is in his possession. Nobody else is possessing his house. He's the owner of the house. He possesses the house, so he could be makdish, but only if before the hektish he has that possession. But in the case of the talus, he doesn't have the possession, at least of the entire talus. So therefore, according to the second side, the hektish would be ineffective. So that's why it says ma biso b'rishus. So just like his house is in his it's in his rishus, it's in his under his control. So too the and in that case the hektish will work. The mere words that he says will work to transfer it to hektish. But lafuke the lo b'rishuso. But to exclude the case where it's not in his possession, not under his dominion, like the case of the talus. In other words, the words that he says work like a grabbing would work, but you need that it's in your possession. Okay. So those are the two tzadim. Those are the two tzadim. Okay. And now the Gemora is going to try to bring a proof. Which one of these tzadim is do we have a proof for one of these two tzadim? So we go to the Toshma. Toshma is the last line, the last couple words on the page. Back to Lou.
Toshma, come in here. the he there was matusa. There was a bath. Dehavu mitsu Allah Bay Trey. And two people were arguing about it. Hi, Amar Dide who. This one said it's mine. The hi, Amar Dide who. This one said it's mine. Ka Chad Minaihu Akdasha. One of them got up and consecrated it. Parshe
Yes.
Mina Rav Chananya the Rav Oshaya Dekulahu Rabbanan. Rav Hananya and Rav Oshaya and all the other rabbis refrained from it. They wouldn't use the bath. Amar Le Rav Oshaya the Rabbah. Rav Oshaya said to Rabbah, Ki az leis kamei de Rav Chizda lechafre. When you go to Rav Chizda in Kafre, boye mine, inquire about this. Ki ata l'sura. When he came to Surah, that is when Rabbah came to Surah, on his way to Kafre, Amar Le Rav Hamanuna, Rav Hamanuna said to him, Mas nisin he. He said, it's a Mishnah. Sapek Bechoros. Concerning a doubtful status of a Bechor. Echad Bechor Adam, whether it is the Bechor of a person, the Echad Bechor Behema, or whether it's the Bechor of an animal, Bain Tehorin, Bain Tameim, whether the animal is kosher or not. So it's the status of an animal as to whether it's a bechor, whether or not it's a kosher animal. Hamotzi mechavero alav haraya. The burden of proof is on the one who wants to take from the other. So I don't get it.
Yeah, let's keep on reading. It's not clear.
The Tane and a brisa was taught in reference to this. Asurim begiza uva voda. it is forbidden with regard to shearing its wool and using it for work.
Okay. All right. So let's
Out and it becomes forbidden as if it was bechor. Is that right?
since its status is in suffix, so they have to refrain from doing shearing and work with it, because maybe it's a bechor, and if it would be a bechor, so then it's not allowed to. It has kedusha, and it would not. A bechor has kedusha. Firstborn animal has kedusha, and it can't have work done with it. It can't be its wool can't be sheared. So here we have we're saying in this case of this suffix bechor, that would be the din. But okay, so we're trying to this is the reason why the Gemora brought this this scenario with the bechor, is because one of the Amoraim, Rav Hamnuna, said to Rabbah that the answer to the question that they had about the masusa, about the bathhouse, is going to be resolved by the this is a Mishnah in Taurus, actually, with the Bechoros. It's going to be answered by this Mishnah in Taurus with the suffix Bechor. So the question, hopefully Rashi is going to explain us a little bit, so that we're going to be able to understand how it is that it is relevant at all to our to proving anything about this bathhouse. So let's see what Rashi has to say over here.
Okay. So it's the Rashi, let's see where it starts. It starts the Masuta, which it says is a mirchas. It's a bathhouse translation. And then the next Rashi is Parshem Memini. They separate from it. Meir Chotzbam from the bathing there, from the bathhouse. The Omar Rav Oshaya Rebbe and Melchusba, and Omer to him Rav Oshaya Rabba is Garcina, is our version. Lakafre, that's a Shem Komesim, the place that they went to, that he met him. Kiata Lasura, when he came to Surah, Koshu Oved Over Derech Surah, when he passed by Surah, Leilech Lekev, he will go to Kafre. It's like on the way to Kafre, he passes Surah. And it's a suffix, Bechor. It's a doubtful thing about a Bechor. Could go in a Behema, she Elda, the Ain, Yedo, the Bechora, Kafarim Lo. And you didn't know if this thing that was born was it first or not, already or not. You didn't know. You just saw it born, but you weren't sure. You don't know if it's the Bechor. Echad Bechor Adam, it's whether it's for a Bechor of a person. Kagon Shehapila Imo, his mother had a miscarriage. Before that. safach, or doubtful, the bar a patar, that it's something that it's somebody who he's patar from this. The bechora, safach ruach hapela, or it's just passing a miscarriage, The haba acharav is the one after it is a bechor. So there's a whole question whether it was considered a miscarriage or not, whether it was an opening of the womb or not. It was just that. Is this next one still part of it? Yeah, the bain. The bain tamei, whether it's tamei or tahar. Bain tamei. This we're talking about the animal, the gon, patar, chamor. It's the firstborn of the donkey. And the rule is chamotzi hamlechaver. The rule is you have to be able to have proof to take it from your friend. Kesal kedat, if you think im biyad Yisrael, if it was by Yisrael, have a Kohen, he was a Kohen, motze mechevero, to take from his friend, alav haraya, the proof. He has to bring a proof from it. But if the Kohen grabbed it, the shtik Yisrael, and Yisrael was quiet about it, the chadar, and he turns, Sevet ha Yisrael motzi mechevero. Hadar Tzevach. Now, what's the Hadar Tzevach?
He initially was shosik. He was initially silent when the Kohen grabbed the animal. The Hadar, but subsequent to that, he was sabach. He
fetched. Have Yisrael, the Yisrael has to take it from his friend.
Have Yisrael motzi mechavero. So Rashi says in that scenario, the Yisrael would now be sounds to me like what Rashi is saying is that he says, Habe Yisrael motzi mechavero. The Yisrael would be the one whose would be in the position of being motzi. He would be the motzi. He would now be the motzi. Meaning to say that the Kohen, in doing what he did, he effectively his grabbing was effective in that now the Beis Din looks at the Yisrael as the one who needs to bring a proof in order to take it away from the Kohen. Rashi says this is a kosel kadaita. This is what the Gemora's initial assumption is at this point. And later on, we're going to see that whatever Rashi says, kasol kadaita, what he means to say is that this is what Gemora thinks right now. It's an initial working assumption, but the Gemora is going to go away from this initial havamina. But the case was, Rashi says that like you said, the im biyad Yisrael hein. If this animal was in the physical possession of the Yisrael, and it's a suffix bechor, it's not clear that it's a bechor. Of course, if it would be a bechor, right? If it would be a bechor, then there wouldn't be any question, but that the Kohen would be able to take it. Because a firstborn animal, a bechor, is really mammon of the Kohanim. over here, we're talking about a suffix animal. That's what the Mishnah was telling us about. But it's being physically possessed by the Yisrael. It's biyad Yisrael right now. Oh, Phil.
Yep.
Oh,
It's time.
okay.
I gotta get going. Okay.
Oh, you got to go. Oh, it's
No,
already
it's
time to go. I didn't realize. Okay.
It is time. Okay. Take care.
Very good. All the best. Chodesh Tov and Shavua Tov and Yom Tov. A triple header today.
Right.
And all the best to Roy.
You, everybody be well.
Good day.
Bye for now.
And a good day to Lou. Okay, we'll Bez Hashem we'll tomorrow. Oh, I have a message in regard to tomorrow. The maid is coming, so I can't be here until 11 o'clock, and that's if she comes on time. And she works for 3 hours. So hopefully I'll be able to be here pretty soon, around 11 o'clock. Okay, I'll maybe I'll send an email out to everybody on that.